think to begin with, we wanted to try to do a place, or I wanted to try to do a place that was going to be compatible food and beer and wine experience to make it be, you could get some nice grilled foods. And originally, I would describe it to people as a sort of a barbecue menu, and instead of coming over to my house and picking what's on the grill and then seeing what's on the picnic table, someone's casseroles, platter of grilled vegetables, things like that, you'd be able to come to a restaurant and pick what you want to have grilled, and then we'd have different sides for that day depending upon the time of year, whether it's heartier or lighter. We do special salads in the summer, where in the winter we'll do like a special stew, things like that. And to be able to combine that sort of experience of going to someone's house with a restaurant experience where you have great draft beer and a lot of great wines by the glass. The other thing is to just accommodate customers. For years and years of working in restaurants, you constantly hear people saying, "Oh, I really want to get the steak, but I'm not very interested in the sauce that they have with it, or I'm not very interested in that side accompaniment. Can I get the mashed potatoes instead of the polenta?" So I just thought, why not just do a menu that has no set entrees, and then people can just mix and match and do whatever they want. I would always suggest sitting down, and one thing that I love to get here that anytime I come in and eat is we do mussels a bunch of different ways. We get terrific Prince Edward Island rope-grown mussels. We don't charge you an arm and leg for them. You can get a big pound of mussels with either a Thai sauce, which is my favorite. It's a coconut milk-based cilantro Thai basil sauce in the mussels, and a loaf of sourdough bread that's made by Old School Baking, which is about a mile from here. And we do them with a Mediterranean sauce, which is capers, olives, fresh tomato, basil, white wine. We're also doing them with just Allagash White, which is a Belgian-style white ale. And then we have it also with IPA, fennel, and andouille sausage. All those preparations are great, but I love starting with mussels. Also, since it's summertime, we've been selling a lot of rosé wine, which is a new up-and-coming, nice, crisp, dry, but sort of blush wine. Personally, I like to start off with a nice, crisp IPA with my mussels. But then, and after that, I just love our boneless salmon steak. I think that's a fantastic, very nice way to get salmon. I prefer like a lighter sauce on it, but and definitely at the end of the meal, I would always say you got to go for the pot de creme. A mocha espresso pot de creme is just the right amount of chocolate and coffee flavor. But there are people that swear by our creme brulee, which is made with Allagash White also. But the big seller these days is the beignets. We do that sort of New Orleans sort of flash fried sort of donut. That's just great. It's just people love them. They'll wait for those. And but like I said, all our desserts, we have a nice assortment. We do gelato and sorbet. We have a nice fruit crisp of the day. We do a tart of the day. It just really. People always think I'm really super beer centric, and I am, to be honest with you. I worked in a brew pub for a while and in a couple of breweries, but I do really try to keep the beer fresh and changing all the time. And fresh, not as in freshness of the beer, but fresh and new, as in different beers that are coming in. Beer is great. The building we're in used to be called the Bay State Hotel. And in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, there was a definite reputation here for live music. We did a little show when we first opened and never really pursued anything on Thursday nights until about a year and a half ago. Now, on a regular basis, Thursday nights, it's a $2 cover. We have a minimum of 3 bands. Start at 10, go till about 1, and it is really becoming the sort of independently owned indie rock scene for all the local bands.